Had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. A good balanced attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of two play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Mike 54. Delta. You don't want none of it. Pick up the ball. 54 is Mike. 54.
2nd and 10. Looking long for Thomas. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally down at the 32-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They will run with Grant. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Corey Grant, 32 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
I'm here all day.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. They'll drop the throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they fell behind early, but since then, 2 touchdowns and a 14-7 lead.
Yeah, they found the end zone on their first 2 drives, and even more so after the defense gave up the first lead. But these last 2 drives, obviously they inspired their D because they shut them down the last time out. They hope to continue that string.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 31-yard line.
On second down now, it's Grant, and he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Mike, 53. Front left, front left. Mike. 3 buzz, 3 buzz, 3 buzz. Check.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A third down gain of 19. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because they'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme. Get a little bit.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Corey Grant with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly.
Let's go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Escaping the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now back to throw. Steps away to his left. Completes it to Benjamin. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They're going to look to throw. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Watch the edge.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, let's get this, get this. Check 43. Let's go.
And some room to run now. Touchdown, New Orleans. In for the score. As his guys are back within a single score. And that is the definition of yards after catch. They go short on the pass. And they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I know it's easy to kind of shrug off a blocked extra point, but this game is shaping up to be a tight one. The second half, this could prove crucial.
Yeah, we might look back on this one. We'll have to wait and see. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it could be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. This is Grant. And an alley to run. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On first down, Grant. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Demario Davis leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there.
53, Mike. Go. Pick it up. Hey, 0. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Rip left. Let's go. Who 15? Number 53, Mike 53.
On third down, Wilson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Their own 24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A well-executed 22-yard gain. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
I got it. Hey, watch that. Check, Mike.
He'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Check 52.
Well, partner, if we had their entire playbook in front of us, I'm not sure we would have picked out that play as the one to run in that situation. How about the guts of the offensive coordinator? Dialing that one up into great success.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw, and he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Let's go.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And Lutz puts this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Oh, twisting away. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Alert.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
The Saints take over 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They're on 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down.
Hey, let's get in that hole. Ready to go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Well, they had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw, and that's caught by Smith. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Here's 2nd and 8. This is complete to Michael Thomas. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Back to throw here. Benjamin's got it. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. 10 yards, good for his Saints, 1st down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Give credit to K.J. Wright. He was disrupting defensively.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the 1st half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the 2nd half. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning.
And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. Fights him off. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Charles, what do you have on that fake? The holder just taking it, rising up, and going right through the chute for the 1st.
It felt like something out of the way, way back machine. The old flying wedge where you take the little holder and get it involved inside all those big blockers. And they found a way to get the 1st down because I almost lost him in there until they emerged and they pulled him out of the pile and showed he picked up the 1st down.
Flushed out right. And that's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. Benjamin. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Sliding out of the pocket. He can run for it, and he will. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still fourth down.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own. But as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you. And if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front seven can get him down.
1 quarter remains in this NFC wildcard matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. Here's a 2nd and 7. Eluding the pressure, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
First down Seattle on a pickup of 13. Got to figure now after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Check 37, check
36 power.
Right back to him on first down. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
The Seahawks on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Gun.
Banjo.
Go.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. To return is McKenzie. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10.
Come on,
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
The Saints on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Kill. Ready, go.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
A 3-yard loss on the play. It's 4th down.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. So it's Saints football as we get you reset, and they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
Post out. Here we go. Keep it tight end. Hey, 4 down. Switch.
40.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. A loss of 2. A loss of 2 there. Second down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they got it going today.
Now it's Carson. And down inside the 15 he goes. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run it with Carson. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card, divisional, doesn't matter to them. One moves on, one goes home.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. Till next time, we say so long from the Bayou.
S-T-R-O. Yeah.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the wind. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way when my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze. Freeze. Stop you in your tracks. There's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way when my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
The young, incredible, honest.